anyway. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Play action. It's Fields.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This will be taken at the 10. Bust through the tackle. Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the... And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we reach halftime here in this.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 4. On target to Likely. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Singletary to get the drive started. There he goes left side. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he gets it all the way. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 3 yards out. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on balance.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before. before getting this inside the 30. The 22 more yards there and another first down. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right?
Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point now by Boswell. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Complete to Likely. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now it's Jackson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Steelers, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week. The struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers earn the win at home as we...
Today, from Commander's Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Commanders taking on Lamar Jackson and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw is Daniels. There's McLaurin. What a catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Daniels looking to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
23 yards on the play. They go play action with Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Isaiah Likely with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now a second down throw for Daniels. This pass holding 25 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson out to his left. The quick feet fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 13 yards out. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Daniels. Quick slant, Dodson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, here's Daniels to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, it's Daniels. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. So we have passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys will.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Jackson being chased out left. The quick feet by Jackson and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin from 3 yards out. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. Shrugs him off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Highsmith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Daniels now to throw on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now here's a throw that's complete.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll take it across midfield. And that time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
23 yards, the final tally. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They go play action now. Jackson escape. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away. Yeah,
that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Pittsburgh, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working...
Today, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Russell Wilson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Highsmith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, at Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Jackson's throw brought in by Austin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. Shifts past him at the 45. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. To throw is Jackson. Look at the big man rumble. And down to the 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a first. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Wilson's throw complete there to Bateman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On third down, Wilson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Rolling to his right. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Jackson. Complete to Likely. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Now it's Jackson. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And inside the 20, but to the game so far, this one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Henry out of the pistol. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, Wilson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson rolling to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Austin. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Kyle Van Noy coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.